Amen. Roll call, April Lindsay.
Mary Crawford.
Present.
Joyce Deere. Joe Hicks. Here. James Jennings.
Here.
Anna Marshall.
Present.
Charles McHenry. Present. Thomasine Hall Osborne.
Present.
Darrell Proctor. Here. Mark Randolph.
Present.
Lucian Tiger.
Present.
You got 9 present and 1 absent.
9 present, 1 absent constitutes a quorum. All business conducted will be official. Next item on the agenda will be approval of minutes from 2/25/20.
I so move. With any
Representative Marshall
corrections, yes.
made a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Second by Representative Randolph. Discussion. Discussion. Roll call vote, please.
Anna Marshall.
Yes.
Charles McHenry. Yes. Thomasine Hall Osborne.
Yes.
Darrell Proctor.
Yes.
Mark Randolph.
Yes.
Mary Crawford.
Yes.
Joyce Deere. Joe Hicks. James Jennings.
Yes.
Chairman, you got 8 in favor, 0 against.
8 in favor, 0 against. That motion passed. Next item on the agenda will be the order of business, TR 20-067, a tribal resolution of the Muskogee Creek Nation authorizing the construction of a wellness fitness center for the Muskogee Creek Nation reintegration program. Sponsors Representative Jennings.
Motion for a due pass.
Representative Jennings made a motion for a due pass. Second by Representative Hicks. Discussion. Representative Jennings.
I don't see no. Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson, will you speak into that microphone right there, please? And for those representatives that do not have a mic, would you please make sure and speak loud? I know you've got that.
Can you hear me?
Representative McHenry.
Yes, Mr. Jennings.
Representative Jennings. Can you update us a little bit on the wellness fitness center, please?
Yeah, Mr. Fish was unable to be here, but I believe Mr. Bender from reintegration, they said was here. Yeah, here he comes. It is a Department of Justice award to build a wellness and fitness center at the reintegration program. Mr. Bender should have more information.
That should be okay.
I wouldn't touch it. Just use that.
Thank you, April.
Okay, when I'm done. Hello? Some questions, I guess, on the
Just
wellness
some updated
center?
information on exactly what the wellness center, fitness center.
The wellness center is going to be,
Can you hold that up to your?
it'll be a half-court basketball facility with the workout facility also.
May I interrupt you up one more time? Sorry. Would you use this mic? This mic just works a lot better, please. Thank you.
Okay, the facility will be a half-court basketball, and it'll also have a workout facility in there also. Here this year, there was an evaluation done on the reintegration program, and in the evaluation, it was stated that we needed to find more winter activities for our clients to keep them engaged in what they're doing and moving forward. So this was an option that we were going to look at trying to do. This kind of does their physical and mental health with them, part of their treatment, keeping them busy, giving them things to do after they get back from work.
Thank you. Questions? Chief, Second Chief, questions? Speaker? Representative Freeman? Representative Lowe? Representative Jennings?
Thank you. Is there a match or anything that has to be put up by the tribe?
Right now, we're working with tribal construction to kind of keep the funds down, the costs down. There is a grant that they're going after, so as long as we keep it under that grant amount, we should be good.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Is there a match to that grant?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
What the match is, it'll be.
Mr. Emerson, can you come down and speak into the mic, please?
Working with the grants department, the match will be met in in-kind services. So with that being said, it will not be any financial dollars coming from the tribe.
Thank you, Mr. Emerson. Any questions for Mr. Emerson while he's down here? Representative Lowe?
Yeah, how many clients do y'all have?
Currently, right now, we're at 23.
Any other questions, comments? Thank you very much. Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
James Jennings,
Yes.
Anna Marshall,
Yes.
Charles McHenry. Yes. Thomas Hall Osborne.
Yes.
Darrell Proctor. Yes. Mark Randolph,
Yes.
Mary Crawford,
Yes.
Joe Hicks. Yes. And we got 8 in favor, 0 against.
8 in favor, 0 against. That motion passed. TR 20-068, a tribal resolution of the Muskogee, let me back up, I'm sorry. At this time, I'd like to relinquish the chair to Representative Randolph, please.
Thank you, Chairman. TR 20-068, tribal resolution of the Muskogee Creek Nation authorizing the construction of a community center for the Glenpool Creek Indian community. Sponsor is Lucian Tiger.
Make a motion for due pass.
Motion do pass. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Representative McHenry. Discussion?
Mr. Emerson, you please come forward. Thank you for being here tonight. Could you elaborate on some of the issues that we are coming upon with the location? of this
The
community center?
location, it's a prime location, other than the fact that it's in a flood zone. And we have done a lot of investigating on how to get it out of the floodplain. It's gonna cost some money. We have applied for a FEMA grant at this time. We should be notified next month whether or not we get those FEMA dollars to get that location out of the floodplain. So with that being said, I would rather wait until we know whether or not we're gonna get the FEMA dollars.
Thank you, Mr. Emerson. And thank you for catching that prior to.
Okay.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Any more
Mr. Emerson.
discussion?
With that being said, Representative Chairman Randolph, I would like to make my motion to postpone until the June 16th meeting prior to planning.
Okay, we have a motion to postpone to June 26th prior to planning meeting,
June 16th.
June 16th.
Yes.
Second.
Second by Representative Jennings. Roll call vote, please.
Lucian Tiger,
Yes.
Mary Crawford,
Yes.
Joe Hicks. Yes. James Jennings,
Yes.
Anna Marshall,
Yes.
Charles McHenry. Yes. Thomas Hall Osborne,
Yes.
Darrell Proctor. Yes. Chairman, you got 8 in favor, 0 against.
8 in favor, 0 against. That postponed till June 16th. Thank you. NCA 20-013, law of the Muskogee Creek Nation appropriating funds for the construction of a new community center for the Glenpool Creek Indian community. Sponsor is Lucian Tiger III.
Chairman, make a motion to postpone until June 16th meeting prior to planning.
Motion on the floor to postpone till June 16th prior to planning. Do we have a second? Second by Mr. Charles McHenry. Discussion? Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Lucian Tiger,
Yes.
Mary Crawford,
Yes.
Joe Hicks. Yes. James Jennings,
Yes.
Anna Marshall,
Yes.
Charles McHenry. Yes. Thomas Hall Osborne,
Yes.
Darrell Proctor. Yes. Chairman, you got 8 in favor, 0 against.
8 in favor, 0 against. NCA 20-013 passes with a postponement, and I'll turn the chair back over to Lucian Tiger III.
Thank you, Chairman Randolph. Next item on the agenda will be other business. We have any other business? Representative Jennings?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to add TR 20-072 to the agenda.
Representative Jennings made a motion to add TR 20-072 to the agenda. Do we have a second?
I second.
Second by Representative Marshall. Discussion. Representative Jennings?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I apologize for this being added on. I actually thought we had till Tuesday prior to planning to get this done, and went through the AG's office and they got it for us. So I appreciate the AG's office getting this out for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Jennings. Roll call vote to add 20-072 to the agenda. Roll call vote, please.
James Jennings,
Yes.
Anna Marshall,
Yes.
Charles McHenry. Yes. Thomas Hall Osborne,
Yes.
Darrell Proctor? Mark Randolph?
Yes.
Mary Crawford?
Yes.
Joyce Deere? Joe Hicks? Chairman, you got 9 in favor, 0 against.
9 in favor, 0 against. TR 20-072 will be added to today's agenda. Next item on the agenda will be TR 20-072, a tribal resolution of the Muskogee Creek Nation authorizing the construction of a new human resources cultural arts building for the College of the Muskogee Nation. Sponsor is Representative Jennings.
Motion for a due pass.
Representative Jennings made a motion for a due pass.
Second.
Second by Representative Randolph. Discussion. Representative Jennings, do we have anybody here from the college?
No.
Want to speak on it?
No, Mr. Haskins, could you speak on it, on the legislation? I don't know if you done it or Kevin done it, but. Kevin did most of it, Okay. I don't have any questions.
No questions, but Mr. Haskins, can you just explain what we're doing, even though it's in the body of the legislation, just so we have it on record, please?
I apologize, Speaker. I did not bring a copy of the legislation with me. If I could get a copy, please.
Here's one.
This is for the construction of new property. We had the discussion within our office as to whether legislation was needed, but because this is new construction and it's being built upon the tribe's property, with our National Council being the gatekeeper of all the tribal properties, we determined that legislation was necessary. It's going to be located at 2160 East Eufaula. In addition to that, I know that our tribal construction is going to oversee the contracting aspects of this. It is in excess of $150,000, so it's beyond what the president can sign for, so it needed to come in front of the National Council for approval.
Thank you, Mr. Haskins. Questions for Mr. Haskins? Representative Lowe, Representative Freeman? Questions? Chief, Second Chief? Speaker? Representative Jennings?
I just have a comment that there on the last line of the legislation that states that the president of the college will be responsible for approval for payment vouchers and financial oversight.
And I think we had some discussion within the office, and I know Kevin had spoken with someone at the college about designation of someone who would be responsible for providing that information and be the caretaker of those funds. And because it was money that was being held at the college, it was determined that the president was probably the best person to make that decision rather than our comptroller.
Yeah. It's money that goes directly to the college and not through the nation.
It is. Title III, as I recall.
Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Jennings. Thank you, Mr. Haskins. Is that all the questions? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
James Jennings?
Yes.
Anna Marshall?
Yes.
Charles McHenry? Yes. Thomasini Hall Osborne?
Yes.
Darrell Proctor? Mark Randolph?
Yes.
Mary Crawford?
Yes.
Joyce Deere? Joe Hicks? Chairman, you got 9 in favor, 0 against.
9 in favor, 0 against. That motion passed. Next item on the agenda will be announcements. Do we have any announcements from council? Chief or Second Chief, do you have any announcements? Entertain a motion to adjourn. Representative Proctor made a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Seconded by Representative Hicks. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. I'd like to ask Representative Deere to please give the benediction.